Good morning, students and faculty of Lynbrook University. As you know, each week you're required to watch an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. This week's episode is Season 4, Episode 20, Alone Time. Deborah wants to be alone for a while. Ray wonders why. We recommend watching the show as soon as possible to prepare for what you're about to hear. Also, the blood drive wraps up today at 3 p.m., so please drop by and do your part. We just need a few more pints to fill the dunk tank, guys. Come on down.
Got any sevens?
Go fish.
How about 12s?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Got any... The fuck is this number? Is this a 6 or a 9?
That's it. That's a 4.
Oh. Do you got any 4s?
Yeah, here you go.
Ah, sweet.
Alex, I just gotta acknowledge it. You've put your entire college tuition on the line here.
As I do.
And so far, you've made one singular pair of 4s.
Mike, I'm a risk taker.
I don't think you're very good at this game.
It's like Uno. You have to get rid of all your cards, right?
Yeah, no, that's the right idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have so many.
And how many do you have left?
6.
Okay. Hey, that's 6 chances for glory, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's your turn now, right?
Yeah. Do you have any 6s?
Okay. Hang on. I have 38 cards. 5 of them are either 6s or 9s.
I'll take them all.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, perfect. I win.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not...
No, I only had 6s and 9s left. Yeah, this is great. I will take that. Thank you for the year's scholarship. I appreciate this. This is this might be a learning lesson for you.
Well, joke's on you, because I haven't learned anything.
This is Mike's ringtone.
Oh. Hey.
Hey Mike, can you come outside first? I left my key card in my other pants, and I need you to come and let me into the building, please, to the dorm.
Yeah, no problem. You got it.
Thank you.
So, hold on. I'm just gonna shovel all of this into the backpack. All right. I'll be right back. Adam's outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while he's gone, maybe I have that chance to do that embarrassing thing I like to do when no one else is around.
What was
Here
that?
we go.
Huh? What was
You
that?
didn't leave yet?
No, I'm walking to the door. I'm not...
No, you made a lot of money. Don't worry about it. I'm not doing
mean,
anything. And
can
now
you
that
tell
he's
me-
gone, I am able
I'm
to... Mike,
still
go
here.
away. I'm conniving.
Yeah, but you're doing it very loudly. I just... Yeah?
They're really giving me a hard time. You gotta come down here quick.
And now
Now.
that he's distracted, I can continue to talk
Alex,
about
I
the
can
conniving.
still...
No, you can't hear me.
All right. Alex, just hang on for the embarrassing thing. We'll be up in
I'm
a
not
second.
going to connive, and I'm not going to do anything embarrassing.
All right. I'm just
All right.
going to reach towards the doorknob.
And now that he's gone, I can do some...
Still here. Still right
Will
here.
you leave?
All right, goodbye.
Jesus! God! And now that he's gone...
Thank you for coming to get me. We ended up really bonding, me and the security guards. It was
Yeah, you
we
seem to
bonded
have a-
mainly over you and what a fool you are, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's to how adult friendships work. My understanding is, yeah.
Is there
Who's-
is there a reason we're lingering outside of the door? Like, just grab the knob and open it.
I'm very scared
Why?
because as soon as I open this, I know you're gonna want to go see the embarrassing thing that Alex is doing in your room, and I don't think that I'm ready for this. Hello?
And now that they can't hear me, I can... Oh, sorry,
I
undialed you. Sorry,
Alex,
ignore that. Don't worry about that.
All right, Mike, just open the door. All right,
I mean,
I want to go inside. I'm tired. I've had a long day. Just
I'm not sure what we're gonna see in there. Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, he can't be doing anything that weird.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, what are you doing? Why is did the furniture move in here? What?
Nothing. Oh, hey, guys. Hey.
Hey, what were you doing in there? It sounded like you were pretty busy.
Normal stuff, normal things. Sex with a woman. She left,
Oh.
jumped out the window. How are you?
We could have said hi. I mean,
I think it's better. I'm with Alex on this one. Any like opportunity for a woman to leave the room without interacting with you, Mike, is probably the best move.
My mom says I'm very handsome. I don't know why you guys keep saying that.
And yet, when does she say that, Mike? On her way out the window?
Yeah, when she's eloping with Rudy.
Oh, they got back together?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Let's keep talking about this.
Yeah, I think...
I'm happy that we've moved on.
I think there's a more pressing thing here. I feel like I heard a U-Haul being... We were only gone for about like a minute and a half, Alex.
Oh yeah, Adam, did you hear that Mike stole all my money? Let's talk about that instead.
Mike, come on.
I didn't steal it. I won it, but that's not as important here as okay. Alex, are you going to tell us what's going on in our dorm? We share a space. We got to know what's happening.
Yeah, the coffee table has definitely moved, Alex.
Oh, sorry, here. There we go.
Thank you.
I think you guys are out of line here. I need my own space to do my totally normal things that I do when you guys are not here.
Sex with a woman, etc.
Yeah, every time you're here, I feel like I can't fully unleash the beast. And just I need my own space.
I so want to ask what that means, but you're right, Alex. You're right. You do need your own space, and I think what we would ask is just, the common area, respect the common area, in particular the placement of the furniture. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm really bothered by that because I spent a lot of time with the Fab Five. They came in here, we did a whole thing.
I was there, it was awesome.
Anthony taught me how to make spaghetti. Tan bought me this shirt. Of course it's tan. So just, yes, I hear what you're saying. We'll respect your need for alone time. And what do you need? Do you want us to go out for the afternoon or something?
If you wouldn't mind, I just need to catch my breath, and then I'll finish up hanging out on the couch and doing nothing. I just need some quiet time.
So what do you think? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours?
Yeah, 7 hours is good.
7 hours?
I was thinking 20 minutes, but okay, we can.
All right, let's meet in the middle. 6.5 hours. I think that's reasonable.
All right. I'm just gonna grab a couple of things from my room, and
I'll get them. What do you need?
Just like my laptop charger.
Yeah, I got your laptop. Here you go.
Well, I do need the charger. I have the
charge. Of course,
this
the charger.
is your laptop. Yeah. So I just need the charger.
Here. No, let me clean yours off real quick. There you go. There's your laptop.
I'm just gonna need my water bottle from over there.
Of course, your water bottle. That still has water in it. Definitely. Here you go. Just maybe don't drink it. Is that all?
I need some. Okay, look, this is a little embarrassing. There was free chili on campus today, and so I kind of need some flushable wipes.
Wipes. Okay, it's in the closet. Can you guys look the other way for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, look. Is this Roach new, Mike? Has he been here before?
No,
that's Kevin. He's cool.
It's Kevin.
Yeah, Ted has a friend. No, they're cool.
Could you go get Ted?
Ted. There he is.
Thanks, Ted.
Skitter sound effect.
All right, go away, Ted. We'll see you next month.
And you gave him the rent, right?
Yeah. Ted's our landlord.
Good. Yeah.
I forget sometimes because we're so close.
So wipes?
Yeah, right here. Here you go.
Okay. Oof.
There's 3 left.
Wasn't this a new... Oh, okay. I mean, 3 should be enough.
Hey, Mike, why don't you buy Adam some dinner with your money now because you have all that money now?
Oh, that's right. I probably could do that. Could I borrow some money?
You just took my life savings.
Yeah, well, I put it all in the Knicks, okay?
Okay, fine, whatever. Here's $10.
Thank you. FanDuel, you can bet anywhere, anytime.
With cash?
Yeah.
All right. I think I've got everything I need. My laptop charger and some flushable wipes. Mike, you've got your water bottle and $10. I think we should be set.
I mean, I would also love if we could grab the grand piano from the corner.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, no, sunny 60. It's not, it's great. Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah.
Is that what you're calling the decade of your life that you're in, your sunny 60s?
You'll never know how old I am.
Some idea. What do you want to do? Do you want to go? I heard
I want to find out what Alex is doing in the room, if I'm being honest with you.
Mike, I don't think that's kind of personal, isn't it? He's
Yeah,
asking
you're
for
right.
privacy, and we
No,
should
you're right.
give him privacy. I for
mean,
one,
but the
respect
thing is,
that.
it's just like we've done so many crazy things together. Like, I mean, not for nothing, but like when Alex takes a shit, he leaves the door open. Like I don't know what privacy he could need that like he hasn't already surrendered to us.
Surrendered. Interesting choice of words. I feel like I'm gonna just leave him to it, and he may shit with the door open, Mike.
Yeah.
He's not making you look. You don't have to watch.
He makes so much noise.
Well, headphones.
I gotta put on headphones with. I feel like it's a performance, if I'm being honest. But I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. You're right. Alex is our friend. He wants alone time. I'm sure he put a sock on the door. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. What do you want to do with the next 6.5 hours? I heard that the spring carnival has kicked off on campus.
Okay.
Do you want to go wait in the line for that?
Uh-huh.
I hear that they've got a bit of a freak show
Ooh.
at our college spring carnival. It's not like games and rides and stuff. It's like Nightmare Alley. Like there's a freak show. Do you know what a geek is?
You mean like a guy that's into Star Wars?
No, I mean like somebody who's addled with methamphetamines who bites the head off a chicken. That's a real thing that used to be at the circus.
What?
Do you want to go look at that?
What do you...
They've got it.
They got
That's
it?
pretty much all they've got is the geek. And then I think there's something to do with the donkey, but we'll have to go check it out.
Does the guy bite the head off the donkey?
Oh,
That
I don't know.
seems-
Maybe that's like Act 2 after the intermission.
That's insane.
Let's go!
Yeah, Alex would enjoy it too. I'm gonna go grab.
Okay, well, Mike, but it hasn't been 6.5 hours yet. Mike sprints back to the dorm room, and he gets into the vestibule. Whoa, hold on, buddy. Hold on.
Hey,
You gotta swipe in. You got your card? You gotta swipe in. Did you remember your card?
Right here. Yeah, I got the card.
Hey, is this guy trying to break through?
Yeah, he's trying to force his way in, Denise. Let me see the card, son.
Yeah, right here. It's my student ID.
Remember, the vestibule's for the vestibule.
What does that mean?
That's what it says on the sign.
Yeah.
I see the sign. I'm confused
It's
by the
a
meaning.
classic motivational poster. It's an albatross with a black border around it, and underneath it says, "The vestibule's for the vestibule."
I don't like the cut of this guy's jib, Jim.
You don't need to. My dorm's that white.
Did you cut your hair?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you, Denise.
Did you get the face tattoos lasered off?
What?
The face tattoos right here that say, "Fuck Pelosi." Did you get those lasered off?
That was I.
Usually it's good when you have a face tattoo with words to get some symmetry in the number of letters that are on either side of your face. I don't know why you thought you should like break off Pelosi on the left side, like F-U-C-K space P-E-L-O-S-I. Like that's... if you're taking notes, I'm glad you got them lasered off because frankly your face tattoo sucked. And you're dyeing your hair now, obviously. Because you're full gray in this.
Yeah.
Are you in your... Hey, one man of a certain age to another. Are you in your sunny 60s?
You don't. That is personal information that you don't get to know. And
Birth date's
also,
on the card, which is, of course, August.
No, give me that.
He forced his way through. Denise, stop him.
Hey, we got August. The piece of lore has been unlocked.
No,
No!
you never know. I'm not a Leo.
We are the lore keepers. Give us the information.
Yeah, as Mike sprints out of the vestibule, Denise and Jim turn towards each other and they raise the hoods of their cloaks.
Jim,
Oh,
let me
damn
ask
it.
you something.
Yeah.
We see that guy every day.
Mhm.
Are we ever going to stop doing this to him?
Not until we find out what his goddamn birth year is.
Damn right we're not.
Denise, let's hold our palms together and repeat the sacred oath. Do
Yes.
it, Denise. Hold up your palm to the camera. Do it. Thank you. We are the lore keepers. We will establish specifics that we will remember for every episode
every episode. Yes.
of the podcast. Break. Go team.
We see that the
We
spell
see
has
that-
been
oh, sorry.
cast. Sparks fly from the hands of the lore keepers as various images. In these sparks, we see various images of Mike being chased by the French people with the guillotines, the impractical jokers falling off the Tower of Babel. We see a transformer-looking thing flying through the recreational vehicle as they take their big book and start chugging out.
There's no way they're improvisers. This is way too well planned out.
It's so tightly written.
It all makes too much sense if you ask me. Something's awry.
All right, so I can't just burst in there. I remember. This is the spy gear that they gave away in the McDonald's Happy Meal toys advertising Spy Kids 3 Game Over. I knew it was going to be useful.
We cut to Mike, who is currently in his sunny 60s, at McDonald's when Spy Kids 3 came out about 15 years ago. So we've got a 45-year-old man at McDonald's. Okay. Next.
You don't know that.
Next.
Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to McDonald's.
Oh, thank you. Could I do a 6-piece McNugget Happy Meal?
Can I see your ID?
Why? Why do you think my ID?
It's just we've had gotta make sure you're not on some kind of list. You know, we
I'm
run
not
it
on
through
a
the
list.
system.
I'm not on a list.
Look,
even if I was on a list, why do you don't? It's not illegal
Sweetheart.
to get a Happy Meal.
sweetheart, we get middle-aged men coming in here all the time ordering Happy Meals with the illest of intentions.
What ill intentions could you have with the Happy Meal? It's a box
I
with a
don't
smiley face on it.
know. I don't know. But I got it. Give me your ID. I gotta
Sir,
run it
if
through the
there's a
system.
problem,
I
we're gonna
don't-
need
Denise, can you please take care of this guy?
happily. We're just
No,
gonna
you
need
can't.
your identification.
No, give me the spy gear. Mike reaches behind the counter, grabs the toy, and books it.
He's got the artifact.
Denise emerges from a portal back in the vestibule of the dorm. Did the time travel work, Denise? Did you find out his full birth date?
Not yet, but he has only grown older the further back we go. Something's amiss.
So Mike puts on his spy gear, does a little dog crawl on elbows, approaching the door.
So Mike manages to use his little spyglass, and he peeks in when he sees like a pull-out chalkboard and like plans all over the floor and scribblings on the walls, ceilings, and the couch even. And Alex is sitting right in the middle, and he's talking to himself, and he's like, "Okay, my 30-year plan is nearly complete. Soon, I will finally be able to obtain Michael's McDonald's spyglass toy from the Spy Kids 3 movie. It's all been about this. This is all I've ever wanted."
No, he can't. He can't get it. No, this can't be it. He can't be.
I know he thinks I believe he has lost it, but I know he still has it. That bulge in his pants is definitely not a penis.
The camera pans from Alex, focusing on Alex very slowly, to Mike crouching on the floor, and we zoom in very, very close on his face. And in the reflection of his eyes, we see Alex continuing to write his plan. Single bead of sweat runs down Mike's forehead.
He can't do this to me. This is mine. This is mine. I bought it. I took it. This is mine. He can't be one of them.
If all goes well, I will have the spyglass by the season 4 finale, and then my true goals can be accomplished.
I gotta tell Adam. Mike gets up. He starts running. He trips, falls flat on his face.
Okay, now, where did that DVD of High School Musical go? I still have 6 hours left. Might as well enjoy myself.
So, do you guys, is this the first time you guys have been to this, or have you seen this before?
We see this every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Is it
That's all
good? Does
I
he
think
change
about.
it up? Like, is it good, or is it just kind of like you come just to have something to do? Like,
We see it every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Sometimes it's not chicken, it's a hen.
Yeah. And
I
sometimes
don't know if
we
I
see
like
it
that.
every
That
year.
doesn't that feel misogynistic to you?
No.
What does a masseuse have to do with this?
What do you guys like about this? What draws you to it?
The symbolism.
The symbolism.
Mostly the cocaine.
And the cocaine. You can't forget the cocaine.
Do you do cocaine before you come here, or do you do it like once you sit down? Because I gotta say, like either you have a very high tolerance, or you guys, haven't hit it yet. Haven't bumped that bump yet.
I'll take this one. We come here every year.
I heard that. Yeah.
Every year.
You guys, in the very distance, you start to hear Mike huffing and puffing as he's sprinting across the lawn.
Do you guys hear that huffing and puffing? I think that's my friend. Oh, there he. Hey, Mike, over here.
We see this guy every fucking year.
Every year.
Oh, yeah, no, I know you guys see him every year. We established earlier that I was holding a spot in line for my friend. I was holding a spot. Don't get mad at me.
Hey, what the hell?
Hey,
I
we're
was
here
holding
every
it.
year.
No
What's with this
cutsies.
new guy?
No cutsies.
How many? Hold on. Show of hands. Who has been here every year?
Everybody.
Every
All
year.
hands up.
All hands.
How have I missed this? How have I not? I thought this was the first time they were doing. Oh, okay.
They have posters in the student union.
Are you guys students?
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
All right. Well, luckily it's almost time for the show. Mike, you got here just in time. Apparently, this is something that people see every year, so it must be good. What's up?
I gathered. First of all, running is awful. Need that on the record.
Dude, cardio is so important. You have to
So
run every
important.
day.
Every
day.
Gets the blood
Run
going.
every day.
The hen does. That's why it gushes so much.
Every
Ew.
day.
Every day.
I didn't catch your name. Sorry. Hold on, Mike.
I got important intel.
I'm Adam. This is Mike. What are your names?
Eclipse.
Moonbeam.
Wow, those are beautiful names. Do you mind if we sit next to you during the show?
We change our seats every minute.
What?
Every
Is that not
minute.
disruptive?
Incredibly. I'm Eclipse because I block the view for everyone else.
Oh, so it's a
I'm-
nickname.
I'm Moonbeam because I'm always shining on the eclipse.
That's me.
That's
He's
kind of.
a
Is
star.
that like romantic, or is
No.
that like?
It's
No.
horrible.
Are you
We
guys
both hate it.
brothers?
We come here every year.
Every
Every year.
All right. I'm gonna turn towards my friend. I'll talk to you guys in there.
Every
Um,
year. Every
year. We see that as Adam turns away, Moonbeam and Eclipse don't blink. They just keep staring at him for the entire conversation.
So what did you go back to get again? I don't remember.
He wants my spyglass.
What?
The spyglass.
The spyglass?
The promotional spyglass that they gave away in the McDonald's Happy Meals to promote Spy Kids 3 Game Over. That spyglass. He wants it.
You mean the thing that you got arrested for?
Yeah. Well, the charges were dropped, but yeah.
Okay, well, you pled no contest. That's different from the charges being dropped, but okay.
I didn't serve time.
I know you got a suspended sentence. We're on the same page.
The point is,
I don't want Eclipse
He-
and Moonbeam to think that, you haven't.
every
They deserve to
every
know.
year.
year. Has he served time?
He has not served time. However, he is a convicted felon.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It does add a little bit of, a little frisson to his persona, doesn't it?
A little bit of flavor.
A little bit of flavor.
What about the spyglass, Mike?
Oh, Alex wants to steal it from me, and I'm not okay with this. When I came in, there was like writings on the wall like a crazy person. He's writing all about I was trying to steal his spyglass.
Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I'm going to center myself in this. How does this affect me?
If Alex gets the spyglass,
What do
it's
you
bad.
use it for? I've never seen you with the spyglass. What are you using it for?
Spying.
Wait, is this what you do when you have your alone time? You take the spyglass with you? I do notice that the plaque that you hang the spyglass on that's in the living room, the gilded plaque, is usually empty, big dust outline of the spyglass on it when you say you're going for your alone time.
Don't worry about it. That's not your business. It's my business. It's my spyglass, and I need you to help me protect it from Alex. Because if Alex gets it, it's all over.
The Geek Show is starting in 1 minute. Please have your tickets ready.
I have never been more excited.
Yes, you have. Remember last year and the year before that 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 and the year before that.
So, Mike, I would love to help you, but let's watch the show first. I think it's about an hour, and then
How can
we
it take an hour to bite off the head of a chicken?
Hey, I'm Johnny Tinymouth. Watch me bite off the head of this chicken.
Oh my god. We see him just very slowly nibbling at the chicken. This man is a master of his craft.
Gets better every year.
Every year.
Can you guys sit down just for a second?
Sorry, I have to move.
Time to move.
Okay. All right.
They just go to the other side of you. We had to buy 20 seats each so we can move to the mall.
That's how you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it would be more abrupt, like he would actually rip it. I didn't realize it was going to be like a process.
Yeah.
Wait. Is that the man versus food guy? That's the man versus food guy.
Oh my god!
From the Travel Channel.
It's Man versus.
I believe his name is Adam, like mine. And then he got in trouble because he and this is true, cyberbullied people about their weight online.
I beat my food. You didn't beat your food.
That was a direct quote. Oh my god. Wait. Oh no. He's hitting the wall. I see it. He's hitting the wall. He's not going to be able to finish this chicken.
No, he's
Come on, we got to cheer him on, guys.
Come on.
We got to cheer him on.
Man versus food guy.
Man versus food. Man versus food.
Man versus food. Man versus food.
Open up security.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, security. What
Hi,
can I do for you today?
I don't know if you recognize me. It's Jim from downstairs. I was just wondering if I could have it's just a, standard candle inspection. I'm just going from room to room checking for candles. You guys aren't allowed to have candles in the dorms. This is Mike Lee's room, right?
Technically, it's a shared domicile.
Right, but this is Mike Lee's suite.
And mine.
Yes, but Mike Lee's.
And Adam's, yeah.
I'm going to need to take a look inside of Mike Lee's room.
Hold on. Why?
I got an anonymous tip that he has a candle. In fact, I heard he's got 8 of them, and he's planning something big in December.
Alex turns around. There's there's a circle of candles on the floor, all lit around like a paper drawing of the spyglass. Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell. Mike is a big problem, I know, but what if instead I tell you where his candle supplier is?
Look, let me level with you. This candles thing is a ruse. Does he have a copy of his birth certificate here?
Oh, buddy, I've been climbing up that tree my whole life. It's the second greatest mission of my life to get Mike's birthday behind, another thing involving Mike. That's not important.
Oh, so you also are looking for the lore.
I've done a lot of research on this topic. Look, here's 10 binders of everything I have on the subject. I don't know his date, but I know it's between now and the time GZC was born.
Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Okay. That actually is good information. We hadn't ruled out AD. I mean, BC.
Yeah, I know. But
And yeah, I call it BC I don't have the woke mind virus. No before common era for me. It's before Christ. I'm extremely religious.
Jesus. Okay.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
My man.
Look, you're clearly a recurring character who's going to be coming back now and then. So why don't we wrap this up?
And don't forget my partner Denise is also going to be recurring.
Hey, everyone loves me. I'm Denise.
Yep,
yeah,
she's back there.
I got it. Look, I will, Mike, I will tell you this. Mike always keeps any documentation that identifies when he was born on him at all times. So you gotta outwit him. You're not gonna find anything in here.
All right. Thanks for the binders.
No problem.
That's a huge help. And if you see Mike, just let him know we're coming for him.
You want him to be aware that he's being hunted for this piece of information about him?
If he gets nervous, he'll slip up. That's what we're counting on. We got to crack him under pressure.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him.
All right, thanks. And I smell those candles. Don't worry, you're fine.
Oh, good. Good thing I used the scented candles to hide the smell of cocaine.
Closing the door is a great way to end the scene. Hey, Alex, it's us. We're back. It's been...
Hey, guys, come on. Yeah.
As Alex opens the door, we see Mike and Adam standing there, just caked head to toe in chicken blood.
Well, it seems like you guys had a normal day.
How?
We saw a show.
Welcome back. Thanks for giving me the day to myself. I feel very, very refreshed now, and I have a clear mind.
That's a normal thing to say. Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this place is spotless. The coffee table is right on its mark. That's great.
Yeah, grand piano is still there.
Grand piano's still there.
I felt so relaxed. I even took some extra time to clean up everything for you guys. You will find all your clothes in the laundry. You just have to figure out how to turn that on.
You sure you got everything you wanted?
Everything.
Got everything out of your system?
No, Mike, trust me. I
Mike,
am
are you hitting on him?
exactly where I need to be.
You sure? You don't want a certain piece of
Mike, stop.
technology?
Mike, I don't care how many cyborg attachments you attach to it. I'm not touching your junk.
It's not junk.
It's junk.
No, it's not.
Medically.
No.
Cut back to Mike at the doctor.
It's junk.
Oh, come on.
Cut back.
It's a collector's item.
I mean, in the sense
Yeah,
that
but
no
if no
one
one wants it.
in the sense that no one's ever had it, it is a collector's item.
No, there are about 3,200 of these around.
There's like 4 billion guys in the world. There's more than 3,200 penises.
Yeah, but not all of them have the spyglass.
Oh, are we talking about different things?
I think we might be talking about different things. Okay, never mind.
Listen, Alex, this is ridiculous, but Mike was saying before the Geek Show that he thinks that you want his spyglass or something.
I don't even... What is that?
There's no way. No, you're lying to me. You are lying to me right now. You
He
know
said
it.
you
I
had
saw.
some like plan to steal it from him, or
I just had a nice chill day, and Mike, I'm flattered that you think everything in my life has been revolving around stealing the only thing that brings you joy. But I'm your best friend, you know. Like I can't believe you would even
Mike,
suggest
calm down.
this.
No,
Mike.
No, I'm calm.
Mike.
How
I'm
about we
calm.
just forget this,
Mike, let
I'm
go
calm.
of the countertop. Let
What?
go of the countertop.
Oh,
It's cracking. That's
Sorry.
pure granite.
Mike? Look,
By the way, the kitchen in here, is beautiful. By the way,
I can't believe they fit it all in a college dorm. It's really nice.
kitchen island, wine fridge.
look, guys. It's been a long day. Maybe we just move on, do our recording. I think Mike's been a little delirious, but I think just some good old fashioned Raymond's gonna get him back into his everyday, Huckleberry self.
Yeah, we can record. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. It's fine.
Great, I got everything
Mike,
right
stop.
here.
You clearly don't want the. You clearly don't want the.
Mike,
You don't know.
for
Wait, yeah,
God's
know what?
sake,
What?
let go
Uh-huh.
of
No.
the fucking counter.
No, I'm fine. Counter can take it.
Mike, Anthony
Okay.
will kill me if you ruin the counters. Okay?
No, I wouldn't ruin the
I already
counters.
got
wouldn't ruin the
blood
counters.
all over my tan shirt.
I wouldn't ruin the counters just like Adam when Alex wouldn't steal my freaking thing.
Mike lifts up the kitchen island.
I am an innocent boy. I've done literally nothing for this.
You're a liar.
Mike, stop.
Mike, stop hulking out. It's not a good look for you.
I mean, you are turning green, so that's accurate, but you're not getting any bigger.
And Mike throws the counter through the window.
No, the window! Mike, don't break the window. That's how all of Alex's dates get out of here, so they don't have to talk to you. Now we have to call maintenance.
Adam, like, you know how it is. Mike's just like this sometimes, and we have to, put up with his shenanigans, and now he is shenaned again.
All right, let's just get it all out in the open. Alex, are you trying to steal Mike's spyglass?
Of course not. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Open the book.
What book?
The book you were writing in earlier today. Open it.
What? Oh, you mean this book? These are drawings.
That's his sketchbook.
That's my sketchbook for my intro to drawing Adam class. Unrelated to you, by the way. The teacher's named Adam.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a common name. Did you know that the Man versus Food guy got in trouble for cyberbullying people about it? Anyway,
Really?
No, look, Mike, this has nothing to do with your spyglass. Look, he's got drawings of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. He's got drawings of Danny Trejo in here. He's got, it has nothing to do with your Spy Kids 3.
I don't know.
What you maybe saw was this picture, which does have a spyglass in it, just because it's Velma from Scooby-Doo, looking for clues, That might be what you saw. Also, you're clearly delusional. You can't have possibly looked in here without me knowing.
Alex, that drawing of Velma's a little misogynistic.
She's wearing a shirt that says women shouldn't vote.
Yeah, Alex, your portrayal of Velma is accurate and respectful to the established cartoon.
Call me Mindy Kaling.
It's Mindy. It's Velma as you've depicted her is misogynistic.
She's raving anti-woman.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, look, did you get it all out? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, Mike. I mean, it's clear that
I think I did.
you were mistaken.
I'm.
What do you need to do, Mike? I think you owe Alex something, don't you?
Fine, Alex. Here's the money that I won from you, but didn't go fish earlier.
Oh, sweet.
Apology
Alex, I was just trying to get him to say he's sorry.
Adam,
but that's
shut
good.
up.
No, I
Thanks.
cheated. I cheated in the game.
Oh, I cheated too. I just cheated badly.
Oh, you were really bad at cheating then.
Regardless, we're cool now. Right?
I feel almost no tension between you two. I think it's clear that Mike, made a mistake. Is crazy, however you want to say it.
I forgive him. I love him. He is my
I'm pretty
buddy.
sure we met these people in line at the Geek Show, Alex. I'm pretty sure they gave him a bump of cocaine while we were watching them. So I think he's probably in some sort of drug-induced delirium.
We should make this a new tradition. We should do this every year.
What?
Oh, we should. You mean the Geek Show?
The Geek Show. We should go to the Geek Show every year.
Every year?
Every year.
Every year.
Who's that at the
Every year.
window?
The window's gone. It's a big granite-shaped hole where the window was.
Granite-shaped hole.
Here, let's go into our newly ventilated kitchen and record our podcast.
Okay.
Oh, that might fuck up the audio. All right, let's try it anyway.
And
oh,
as,
Mike, you don't need to worry about that. Status quo.
As Mike and Adam turn around, Alex goes, "Yes, all according to plan. He now knows that I want to steal his spyglass, which is exactly what I was planning
Alex, what was
to do. I was just thinking of a funny joke.
No, you were saying something about you were like.
No, the joke is funny.
Is it?
I was thinking of a funny joke. Yes.
Oh, like what?
You can't hear it
Oh, okay.
because it's no longer acceptable in today's climate.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Is that about how women shouldn't vote?
Let's go record.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just finish setting up this podcast. Yeah.
We
Excellent. It all is according to plan.
we go to an overhead shot as if it's from the corner of the room, and we pull back and it becomes textured like a security camera feed, and we see these security guards down in the vestibule watching it, rubbing their hands together, doing kind of the exact same thing that Alex was doing. Yes, everything's going according to plan, isn't it, Denise?
We will know when Mike Lee was born soon. This is important to us.
What are you guys doing in here? I was just doing my rounds. You're not supposed to be in here right now. What's going on?
Denise, hold your hand up to the camera. We are the lore keepers.
The floor beepers.
What the fuck?
Floor beepers.
I forget this.
All right, guys. Everything is fine, back to normal, and we love each other. And so I think we're in a great headspace to talk about this episode of Everybody Loves Raymond that we watched. What do you say?
Happily.
I think so too.
All right, welcome back to the Barone Zone. We're talking about Season 4, Episode 20, Alone Time of Everybody Loves Raymond. Deborah wants to be alone for a while. Ray wonders why. It's me, Adam, with Alex and Mike.
Heyo.
That's me.
What do you guys think of this episode on the overall basis?
I didn't love it.
Yeah, honestly, I was not a fan. I thought this was one of the weaker episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am inclined to agree with you. I think the portrayal of Deborah... I think that first scene of so Ray walks in on Deborah bleaching her mustache, her peach fuzz, her hair
weird.
on her upper lip.
Gives the most like guy who's clearly never lived with a woman lines I've ever heard.
I find it hard to believe he's never like, unless she is constantly in there maintaining it. Like,
is this what like, and like this is just my ignorance showing. Is this what women go through? Like to hide like things like this? Because I don't think so. I think Ray just may be just like not paying attention ever.
Yeah. Oblivious of the finer details.
Well, I don't know, because Deborah seems very upset that he found out about it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she did actively try to hide it from him.
That's true, but also I think it's justified based on how he responded. But boy, that was rude.
He went off on her.
Like
yeah,
my God.
So this is a weird episode, man. Like, for a lot of different reasons, but one of them is certainly that, like, I don't know, this is a weird character choice for Ray to just be absolutely shocked that his wife, like, I don't know, isn't naturally
hairless.
Flawless, not even
it's
flawless or hairless or whatever you want to say.
Wait, women aren't bald below the chin or below the nose.
Yeah, exactly. It's a weird choice. It's also, clearly the writers thought it was hilarious because they really leaned into it. This was like the joke like 8 times.
Well, they had a million like quips for it.
Yeah,
I think the Ray like dropping one joke about it after another. You know, you're going to put a woman on the train tracks, twirling the mustache. I feel like in context, like I get that, you know, you've got a fun scene where you can write a bunch of little jokes, but in context of the episode, of the world, of the characters, really makes Ray seem like a dick. He barges in on his wife in the bathroom and then just hammers her. It crosses from good-natured teasing because he clearly cares about it and it disturbs him to a degree.
Yeah.
That
it's like
he also goes and immediately tells his family about it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, he's teasing. Yeah, he's taking it too far. And then he goes and just uses it as an excuse to talk to his parents and rap. Like, what the hell is going on?
He starts out, so Deborah demands alone time because Ray is always up in her grill.
This is clearly something she's been thinking about, though.
And is justified in asking for.
Yeah,
she's got
and
the 3 small children and the 1 large child.
This seems like the smoking gun that allowed her to finally have enough leverage to be like, look, you need to give me some space, like literally just an afternoon alone, like, you know, so I don't have the kids, I don't have you, and I could just like chill, you know?
Yeah, cry.
And then, you know, in classic Ray fashion, he fucks that up. He fucks up not being at his house for like an hour.
Yeah, he can't handle it. I kind of thought, so he goes over takes the kids over to Marie and Frank's to, what does he say? Watch a video watch a DVD, something like that.
Yeah, something to that effect.
like just and that part's fine. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Hang
I
out
just-
at grandma and grandpa's
yeah.
and watch a video. I love that shit.
I guess I'm reacting to the specificity of not watch TV. They want to watch a video. They
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
Not a bad point.
It's not a good point, but it's also just.
I mean, like that's like some 2020 speak.
That is
Yo, can you pull up
2020. He
YouTube
was
so we
ahead
can
of
watch
his
some
time.
videos?
Yeah.
Get that good content.
Hey, the kids want to come over and watch a TikTok. Is that all right? They want to watch Family Guy with the
What's it called? Fucking Subway. What
Subway
is it?
Surfers.
Subway
That is a
Surfers.
reference that is only funny to us. But if you want to know why that's funny, you can buy the Baroness Zonus.
Now I have to include that in the
What is
Baroness
wrong with
Zonus. I don't
you?
think it was
Yeah.
that interesting.
Too
We
bad.
talked a little bit before the recording that Mike likes his main exposure to Family Guy has been in split attention TikToks or Instagram reels.
Yeah, listen, it's the show is fine. It has a couple funny quips, but it's not like interesting enough to keep my attention. But I like watching the little guy get the jetpack with the colors and go up above the subways.
Brian, his name is Brian. He's a dog.
That's the dog. Yeah. Who, by the way, is an asshole. I just gotta say it. There's very little redeeming quality about
I don't
anybody
think-
in this show.
I don't think the characters in Family Guy are meant to have like full emotional arcs. I think they're vehicles for pop culture and crude jokes, like us.
Yeah, like us.
Welcome back to the Family Guy Zone.
My point was, he brings the kids over to Marie and Frank's, and then tells them that Deborah just wants some time alone, and that's why they're over there. They react poorly, of course. Marie says a marriage is about closeness. Frank has this soliloquy where he's like, "That's right, it is about closeness, about how much closeness you can take, about how close you can get to killing her before you kill yourself." I don't know if it's just. I think suicide jokes are funnier in the Everybody Loves Raymond context because remember Marie's, she makes lasagna for the vow renewal and then Ray says he has hors d'oeuvres and she's like, why didn't I just kill myself? That hit really good. That line hit a little bit for me. I mean, I know it's wife humor,
Yeah.
but
Let me
No,
ask you.
it's funny.
It's very funny. Let me ask you guys, and this is kind of a general overhaul of like later season 4, which I've started to feel a little bit with long running shows. Have you guys been feeling any of the effects of like Flanderization with these characters yet?
A little bit. So this is interesting, right? Like when we were first watching this show, season 1 was okay. Season 2 started to when we really started to enjoy it, I think.
yeah.
Or season 2, season 3, we were watching. I remember thinking to myself, Raymond gets a bad rap. He's not that bad. He's just a lazy, flawed husband. And people really use him as this moniker for wife humor and treating, the sitcom trope of treating your hot wife shitty and so on. And I didn't think it was deserved. I'm starting to change my mind about that in season 4.
All right,
I'm
subtle.
really feeling it
sorry,
in season 4.
subtle admission there that Patricia Heaton is on Mike's, hall pass.
Hall pass from who?
From God.
Listen, I'd like to have the list ready and then,
Just in case.
Just in case.
That's gonna be your vows that when you eventually get married again, is you're gonna read your hall pass at your wedding.
I love
but
you, baby. You legally agree to not get mad at me if I bang
Patricia Heaton.
Heaton, Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, etc.
I want to hear
Interesting
the
choices.
do 2 more, just because I'm trying to get where your tastes lie. Because at first I thought, oh, he's just doing women from sitcoms from the '90s, and then Meryl Streep in there.
Oh,
2 more.
2 more.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't do joke ones. Be honest.
No, I'm being real. Diane Keaton. Susan Boyle. That's my last one.
Okay, come on.
All right.
What?
Anyway.
Who are you, Jay Leno, making Susan Boyle jokes?
What's the joke? She's a beautiful woman.
Okay, sorry. No, you know what? That's on me.
Regardless, season 4, I bring this up because I think in the last 10 episodes, I think at least every other episode I've thought, wow, I feel like I've seen this episode before. And not in the sense that I've watched the series before, which I have a long time ago, as mentioned on this podcast. But like, I feel just like we're starting to go through the same beats. And I feel like Frank's jokes are becoming a little more intense. I feel like Marie's hoveriness is becoming a little more hovery. Honestly, the only character that's still feeling fresh to me is Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with that. Yeah.
Because he's the only one who changes.
It's a fine line between like consistent characterization and then going into like self-parody. But I think we're seeing less of the like, you know, the Frank with the baseball, Frank the writer, Marie with the piano, like the kind of like everything slows down, laugh track dies out, and we have like an emotional moment between the characters where we learn something about them and their relationships. And we are getting a lot more of just Frank hates his wife, Marie also hates Frank, and Deborah's shrill and Ray's an idiot, which Ray is an idiot, but
Nobody's doubting.
it does kind of feel like, and maybe it will vary by episode as we get into this middle stretch of where, you know, certain characters are just on autopilot and other characters develop more depth, or other episodes might have more depth for people. I know we've got Italy coming up, which is, you know,
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
considered the masterpiece.
At least from my memory, I remember really liking 5, 6, and 7, those seasons of this show when I first watched it. Sorry for you season 4 lovers. I'm just
well, we're coming off a good run, and now I'm picking up a little bit.
Like
of what
I'm just starting to feel like we're not
Burnout.
Yeah, which is stupid to say about a sitcom, I know, because
Sure.
the whole idea is that you get a different flavor of the same thing every week. And I will say, I can see it now. The comment will be, like, oh, the show was never meant to be watched this way. And it's like, yeah, definitely not. But like, this is how people watch shows now. They watch one episode a week, and then they talk with their friends on a podcast for a half hour, and then that's it. That's how people watch TV now.
Yeah, after editing. Half hour.
After editing, we've been here for 8 hours.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying, Alex, but the reason I bring up that Marie and Frank line is so Ray brings the kids over to Marie and Frank's, tells them that Deborah wants some alone time. They push back. Ray defends her at first. And I was like, Ray is doing a good job here telling them it's none of their business and they should back off. And then tells them about the mustache and sells her out and lets them get to him, and that's what leads to Ray going over there.
Yeah, he said Deborah has a mustache like she was cheating on him. Deborah has a mustache.
And I will say, to Frank's credit, his point of like, Ray, she could have a full bushy beard, it wouldn't take 8 hours. First of all, I chuckled. Second of all, yeah, that's misogynistic. Third of all, I was also like, yeah, that's a good point. Ray really is a dumbass here. I don't know. I like that line.
Yeah, but I mean, Deborah wanting alone time, I mean, from her perspective, is clearly not just about the personal hygiene and like
it's about boundaries,
self-care. It's just about her having some time to herself, which is reasonable.
And I do think it's consistent with the Barones as characters that they wouldn't understand why people would want boundaries. I mean, that's kind of their whole thing, is that they just come over whenever they want. So I think it's good to get there, like, you know, have them be the inciting incident for Ray to then go over, peep through the window at Deborah, and she's just sitting on the couch crying.
Just having a cry.
Mike, I've seen you do that, except the box of tissues is empty by the time that I walk in on you. Usually.
He's sad because the tissue box ran out.
It's just, life is so short, and so are the tissues.
There you go.
What?
Like, okay, obviously Ray spying on Deborah is shitty.
Right, okay. There's a lot that he does. This is, I mean, not to spoil the barometer, but it's a low score for
He ain't
for
doing
Ray this
great
week.
today.
It's not. There's very little that he does good all the way through. And yeah, invading the privacy obviously is bad. Though I will say the mailman scene, it kills me that we don't know the mailman's name because
The mailman was
that
uncredited. Yes, it's a shame.
I know he didn't have a line, but the look he gave Ray,
That look was fantastic.
phenomenal.
Acting.
Asking.
What an
Fantastic.
aster.
Fantastic acting.
You got there.
Yes, fantastic ass.
Ray goes back over to the Barones, and Robert's there, and Robert tells him to go back over there and ask him what's wrong. Robert's physical therapy that he does by himself, of course, in the kitchen, where he's like stretching out his upper thigh. His claim that he could open a jar of pickles with his ass, and then the button on the scene of him taking the jar of pickles out of the refrigerator, going to open it, and then looking at it and like raising an eyebrow, like, that is the funniest moment in the
Easily.
Top five
excellent
season
execution.
easy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What is the
I'm not
like-
eating the pickles.
To be honest, I get it. Curiosity.
Oh.
You know.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Well, I'd want to if I made that claim, I'd be like, well, now can I do that?
I have the opportunity. You've got the motive, the means, and the opportunity.
Yes, and he's got 2 buttholes now. Better grip.
One is an upper thigh hole. What is the most challenging thing that you've opened with your ass? Mike, I'll go to you first.
I don't know if I've opened anything with my ass.
Not with that attitude.
I guess doors. Like,
Do you mean like opportunities?
yeah, no, like I believe my ass has done wonders for my career. But that's
Mhm.
Alex?
Yeah. I mean, I do see like an interview being like, "We're sorry, Mike. We're just not looking for that. Will you please leave?" He's like, "Okay," and he turns around and is like, "Well, hold on a minute."
Whoa, we thought we'd like to watch you leave, but we love to watch you walk away.
Listen, you know, I'd be more than happy to sit here for the next hour to go into detail about this subject, but I'm planning on starting a whole new podcast about that subject.
Ass. Podcast.
podcast.
There's gotta be a
Podcast.
PODCASST. Come on.
If not, we're
There's-
claiming it.
Yeah, there's definitely a pod ass where just
I'm saying podcast, but with 2 S's.
no. I got what you're putting down. I'm trying to think of a way to make it cleaner.
Cleaner? You want the ass to be cleaner?
No, I like it stanky.
Mike, that's awesome.
Ray goes back over to the house, tries to awkwardly help with the laundry. Ray thinks that he's kind of thinking through it with Robert and says, I don't get it. Deborah's been acting normal, but then maybe the whole normal thing's an act, and really she's crying because she hates Ray. So Ray goes back over there and awkwardly tries to win her over, tries to help with the laundry. Proves to her that he's been mouthwashing. How are you? And then says, sorry, I've been kind of jerky the last couple of years, which, you know, is
That makes up for it.
yeah, that's an
He is
that
now
is
a 10.
That's one of the more direct apologies we've heard Ray make in 95 episodes. So you got to give him credit for that.
Oh, good God. Has it been 95 episodes? Jeez.
But you don't have to give him credit for his kind of condescending attitude when he's like, I know why you cry. And then, you know, Deborah gets pissed off justifiably when she finds out that he was watching her.
I also
bad
got to
job.
say, this is a weird episode, period. Because it bounces between 2 different kind of like thesis statements, which is one is like, oh, sometimes people need alone time. And it does a whole bit on that. And then it turns to men don't cry, which is also a very strange... I don't
But
know, it's
they
a
do
weird-
dance.
Yeah, they do dance. Yeah, it's a... So, neither of those in and of themselves are bad premises for an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. I felt it was weird to combine them into one episode. It didn't feel very concise to me.
Or consistent.
Yeah, that's a better word
It
for
did
it.
feel kind of like they had 2 episodes that were too short.
Yeah.
Feels like Deborah kind of gets over the whole "you were spying on me" thing too quickly, so they could
Very
address the "you don't cry" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both aspects of the episode I found not super satisfying.
I agree. Deborah tells Ray that she's crying because she likes it. It's a release. It's cathartic. She puts on the theme from Ice Castles. Do you want to know about the theme from Ice Castles?
What's
No.
Ice Castles?
You hear it in the episode, but the theme from Ice Castles is a 1978 American romantic drama film directed by Donald Rye and starring Lynn Holly Johnson and Robbie Benson. It's the story of Lexi Winston, a young figure skater, and her rise and fall from superstardom. Tragedy strikes when, following a freak accident, Lexi loses her sight, leaving her to hide away in the privacy of her own despair. This is the first time I'm reading this, sorry. Leaving her to hide away in the privacy of her own despair, she eventually perseveres and begins competing in figure skating again. Through the Eyes of Love, theme from Ice Castles, is an Academy Award and Golden Globe Award nominated ballad performed by American singer Melissa Manchester from the soundtrack of the film.
I feel like I just saw the whole thing.
You basically did. When you hide away in the privacy of your own despair and cry, what do you listen to?
Okay, I actually have an answer.
Good.
I listen to, or rather, I watch videos about
Family Guy on top and
Yes.
Subway Surfer on the
No,
bottom.
I watch videos of fathers talking about their kids, and then they start to tear up because of how proud they are, and that always makes me
Aw.
cry.
That's adorable. Mike?
It's porn. Mike likes porn.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He wants what he can't have.
I just, yeah, just makes me, yeah. That,
What?
she's just stuck in the washer. It really is too
She'll
sad.
never get out.
She'll never get out.
And now the mechanic's stuck too.
It's just taking everybody. It's a monster.
And that's a release for you?
Yeah.
You can say that.
And then she goes to get the spare blanket from under the bed, and there she's stuck
they-
again.
Just there's no place in the world that's right for her. She just gotta find her own spot. It's horrible.
There's a lesson for all you people out there. Never become a stepsister. You will get stuck everywhere. Anyway, Mike, what were you saying?
I think I was pretty clear. Adam, what makes you cry?
Honestly, dog stuff. So that
big
movie,
time.
A Dog's Purpose, that got me.
That is a sad movie.
Yeah. Anything with like, and look, I'm a nerd to the Sarah McLachlan commercial. However, there was definitely a time where it got me. Pets being either like naturally progressing through the stages of life and then dying, or being mistreated, are definitely the things that make me cry. And it's not cathartic because then I feel bad and I have to go hug my pets, which is cathartic actually, so it kind of works.
It loops back around, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
And
Mike, you were telling me about that video where Sarah McLachlan is in the dog pound and she gets stuck, right?
She
Yeah.
gets stuck. She gets stuck.
And then they start
Then the song
filming, and like
plays.
then the song plays,
In
the panic, she's stuck.
arms of an angel.
But I do sympathize with what Deborah says here because it is very funny.
It is very funny.
Because like I do agree that like sometimes a good cry really helps. Like I find if I have a bad headache and I'm feeling very emotional, literally just making myself cry for like 5 minutes makes me feel like a bajillion times better. And then I'm good for like however long. So like
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I wouldn't have chosen, knowing this family, I would not have selected the living room to cry in.
True. Go to an
Go to the
internal
bedroom.
room. Yeah,
Yes.
or a room without windows. I thought Ray's line of so Deborah says, it's haven't you ever gotten the blues? It's it's good, it's cathartic. And Ray's like, so all of a sudden you're this old blues singing guy with a mustache. That's a funny.
No, that was
line.
I actually really appreciated that line. I think that's the one line where I was like, that's a funny use of the mustache stuff.
Nice callback.
That's a funny use of the mustache stuff. Deborah, so we've got the scene of Deborah trying to make Ray cry by having him remember the night Allie was born, and Ray laughs out loud in her face, which I kind of got, because if you're trying to manufacture it, it becomes ridiculous.
It's tough. Yeah.
And it's very hard to like do like a make yourself cry in front of other people. Like, if you gotta cry like uncontrollably, that's that. But like if you're gonna sit down and be like, all right, I'm gonna cry, you do that shit alone. Hence why Deborah did that alone.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that Ray tried to do it alone. It was a nice, that was like one thing I kind of did like about him this episode, is that he did give it a try, kind of.
Yeah. The wrap up of that scene before we get to the hot close where he does give it a try is Ray mock sobbing when Deborah tries to get him to cry about Shamsky #1. His parents gave the dog away. They storm into the bathroom. Deborah is pissed. Ray suggests that Marie take the kids. Deborah can be alone. Ray goes golfing. Ha ha ha. But then Deborah makes him do the laundry, get the kids, and take them shoe shopping. And then she gets the mustache twirl callback as she's giving him these commands. He he he. That felt
still feels like
sitcom-y.
Ray got off easy.
Yeah, but it felt like a sitcom-y resolution to this of,
actually,
you're going to do the chores, husband. Like, I don't like the...
What?
Compared to the last episode that we had, I think, where Deborah and Robert... Oh, yeah. Deborah and Robert, like, win that episode because Ray kind of, like, he gets his comeuppance when he has to go to the polka night with the old people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This resolution really seems to reduce Deborah to, I need you to do the chore. I'm going to make you do the chores so I can cry to sappy music. Like feels very reductive of the Deborah that we know. So I wasn't super happy with that, although I did appreciate the mustache callback, and I guess in a sense she did win. I don't know.
This was a weird way to finish the episode. I'm with you.
Yeah, it felt a little retro in its sensibilities.
Yeah.
But the hot close, Ray puts on the theme from Ice Castles, so we do get to hear it. I'm not a fan, personally.
Bold take.
There's like a type of like schmaltzy 80s, or I guess this was the late 70s, ballad, like, The Wind Beneath My Wings or something like that has never really resonated with me. I think it's because I'm too, like, young and like my sensibilities are very Gen Alpha, I like meme music. You know that about me, right?
Yeah. You famously, I know your number one song on Spotify was the Fortnite parody of American Boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know
Yes.
what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was real. I was gonna like make a joke about like American Boy. Where we dropping, boy?
How am I the old one?
How old, by the way, are you? Quick zoom out back to the security desk. They lean in.
So in the hot close, I really liked it when.
Yeah, go on.
I really, I don't know. I thought it was funny how he just kind of gave up and just started dancing. That was
He
fun.
changes it to Lady
I mean,
Marmalade.
hey, sometimes
How much information do you want about Lady
Minimal.
Marmalade?
you need to get it out, and if that's crying or dancing can be very cathartic as well.
Yeah, it's just like a physical expression of emotion. And Ray, for all his faults, can dance.
He can
If he
bust
wants
a
to.
move.
big time.
He can dance if he wants to.
He can leave his friends behind. Lady Marmalade is a song written by Bob Crewe and Kenny Nolan, made popular by the American funk rock group LaBelle in 1974. That's the version Ray is listening to. You may be familiar with the 2001 version by singers Christina Aguilera, Maya Pink, and rapper Lil' Kim, recorded for the Moulin Rouge soundtrack, which was a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks and is considered a gay anthem. So I know this was before that, but in retrospect,
Good for Ray.
put this in the column of Ray being open in terms of exploring his sexuality, not afraid to bust a move to a gay anthem.
I think this song became the gay anthem because of Ray.
I do think this is the reason I bet Baz Luhrmann was watching this. Of course, loved Everybody Loves Raymond.
And he was like, that guy's gay. Time to write a song about it.
He wrote a song about it.
Well,
The song was written. He
remake.
wrote the movie around this scene, and then the executives told him he had to change the setting from Limbrook to Paris.
Yeah, it was too sexy. He had to change it.
I think this is a missed opportunity to have the mailman pop up at the window again.
That would have been funny. I didn't even think of that, but that would have been a funny button.
Yeah, they could have only gotten him. They only got him for one day.
Yeah, they
whoever he
could.
is.
They didn't want to pay him enough. Like, he might have to have a line at that point, and then
They might have to credit him, yeah.
Yeah. It did kind of it was just like, we're going to do 30 seconds of Ray dancing to this song, and then it's not really going to have like a comedic ending to it. But I thought, all things considered, a good ending. All right. Any other thoughts on this episode?
I'm hopeful going into the season 4 finale, which is not next time, I know, but we're getting there.
4 more.
This was a mid-episode, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have some stinkers sometime.
Let's then evaluate not the episode itself, but Ray's performance on our patented barometer. It's our scale from 1 to 10, on which we rate that man on his performance as a husband, son, brother, father, dancer, spy, with 10 being the great dads of sitcom history, your Danny Tanners and Uncle Phil's, and 1 being the bad men of television, Don Draper, Walter White, men who actively harm their families. Alex, where are I going in for you this week?
Bad. Not good.
Speak
Bad.
on that.
I'm trying to think of anything good Ray did. I liked his dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he actually did try to cry, to kind of try and understand Deborah. That gives him like a point in my book. You know, if we're starting from 0, we're going like, that's a point. I didn't like Ray airing out Deborah's dirty laundry in front of everyone. I didn't like him spying on her when she specifically asked for some alone time. Yeah, I think 2 is a good score, a fair score.
Wow, that's low for you.
I can't think of anything really good that he did in this episode except for dance.
And sometimes that's all you need to get to 10.
Guess, yeah.
Not in this case. I mean, they'd give him out all the time on Dancing with the Stars. If you were going to rate him as a dancer purely, what would you give him?
Like an 8. He did a good job.
He
Nice.
was a good dancer. I would
Nice.
agree with that.
But it's 2 for his behavior as a human being. Mike, where's Ray coming in for you?
Similarly low. I don't know if I'd give him a 2. But yeah, there's not a lot of good he does, and in fact is actively bad most of this episode. First of all, he's a dick about the mustache thing. At first I thought, maybe, is this like meant to be like cute kind of teasing of the wife kind of thing? But it didn't seem to be good natured, so I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt too much on that one. And then he airs his business to her business to the family. That's a big no-no. He goes and invades her privacy. He then is like, oh God, is this about me? Yeah, there's a lot he does that I'm just not a big fan of. Not his best showing. A 2 feels... So, like, a 2 to me feels like if he when he taped over his wedding vows with the Super Bowl, that was 2 behavior. He's just kind of an ass in this one. Didn't do anything that destructive. I guess I gotta give him a 3, because like it's worse than a 4, but I don't know
True.
how much irreparable damage has been done.
You're right about that. It is worse than a 4.
Yeah, thank you.
Verified.
How about you, Adam? What are your thoughts?
I'm with you. I'm in the same ballpark. I want to give Ray credit for dancing, for initially defending Deborah from his, her right to have alone time to his parents. I want to knock him for spying on her, going over there, making fun of her. The line specifically that your mustache will distract me from the cellulite, which felt like now you're broaching new territory in your teasing, and it feels like if given the runway, you would keep going into different aspects of Deborah that you want to, make fun of. I want to knock him for... we didn't talk about this, but the scene where Deborah's peeling potatoes in the sink and Ray comes into the kitchen and says, "My mom wants her big spoon back." A lie. So lying, but also that's not the big spoon, right? Because the big spoon factors into a bigger arc later. That is, frankly, I've got bigger spoons than that. That's a small spoon.
Big spoon.
It's a reasonably sized spoon.
No one would describe it big. Maybe spoons were smaller in the early 2000s at the turn of the millennium, but no. So I'm going to knock him for that lie. I'm going to knock him for mock sobbing, laughing in Deborah's face, being condescending about "I know why you cry," and for just all of it. I don't know. I did like the line. I agree with the mailman. We didn't call this out, but Robert in the kitchen is like, "I didn't tell you to go spy on her." Ray, I already got that lecture from the mailman. Good joke. And I agree with that. So I'm going to give him... Yeah, but there really isn't much you can give him credit for. I'm just going to go 2. He sucked in this. All right. Mike, we've got 2, 2, and 3. What do we got?
That is a 2.3333 repeating, so round it off to 2.3.
All right, 2.3. Now that feels accurate.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Any other final thoughts on this episode? I have one more thing, which is Ray at the very start of the episode comes down the stairs singing a song with the lyrics, "Me and Mrs. Brown. Oh, me and Mrs. Brown." Now, I think this is a parody of "Me and Mrs. Jones," a song originally recorded in 1972 by Billy Paul, which has been covered a lot by like Hall & Oates and others. But I could not find, and I looked at it for a long time. I looked for this for a long time. Why Ray would replace it with Mrs. Brown, and I'm befuddled by this, but it gets him to, he sings that song, sniffs himself, and that's what prompts him to run into the bathroom. Just strange behavior. Wouldn't even call it funny. Just weird.
If you couldn't find any connections.
So I wanted to call that out because I know that, usually when there is a song on the show, I provide trivia about it. This is not a recognizable song in the English-speaking world. So I have to caveat that. Any final thoughts from you two before we wrap things up?
No, let's wrap it.
All right. Speaking of rap, rap can elicit a lot of emotions in people. Like some people find it very inspiring. The music of, poetry is kind of the first rap, right?
It sure is, yeah.
So I think we should kind of embrace that spirit and try to inspire the listeners as they move into their week here with, some warm thoughts, inspirational, maybe even spiritual thoughts that you guys want to share with them. And, what we'll do here is just like A-B this thing. And we'll do one from Mike and we'll do one from Alex. And then whichever one kind of resonates more, we'll use that one. And don't worry, we'll cut all this out. We'll use that one. Of course. And, it's no judgment as to which is better. It's just, I have all the data about, we track the shit out of these people when they listen to the show. They have no idea. We're leaving cookies all over their shit. So, I'll just A, B it, compare it to, the behavioral profiles of the listeners, and what does a group that is, and this is real, I looked at it today, what does a group that on Spotify is 100% male between the ages of 28 and 35? What does that group like?
We're only one demographic.
I'm sorry, it's not 100% male. It's 87% male, 13% unidentified. So
not even woman, just
men who haven't selected their gender from the drop down.
It's men prefer not to say.
So whatever they like, I think that's what we'll go with. But don't let that influence what you guys say. Just say whatever, comes to the heart. Okay, ready? So, Alex, let's put the spotlight on you today. And, what do you want to leave the listener with as they head into their busy and, stressful lives?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me just raise a glass.
Ray.
I don't mean to be one to spy on the opinions of our viewers, especially ones that could be kids. But I want them all to know, I think you should just believe in yourself, even though I might, spy. Kids. Here's a glass.
You're a rat bastard, Alex.
What are you talking about, Mike?
Bastard. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't
Mike,
like that
what are
shit.
you talking about?
I don't like it.
I have no.
He was just raising a glass to the next generation of.
I was just saying
listeners.
something nice.
It's taunting me.
Mike, the 28-year-olds in our demographics, not the 35-year-olds.
Yeah, the kids that like to spy. Kids. Adam's not even going to include this part in the podcast anyway.
No, I thought that was very inspiring, Alex. I think
I didn't like it.
the
Go ahead,
kids
Mike.
really do need to spy, the future.
Yes.
in the world.
Spy and kids 3.
Yeah.
Game over. Mike, go.
Game over, Mike. Sorry, we got that
you're
clean.
so clever.
We got that clean.
You think you're so fucking
No
clever.
idea
what
I'm
you're
gonna
talking
get you.
about.
Mike,
I'm gonna get you.
let go of the counter. We're already down 1. I
I'll
need
throw
these
another.
counters
I'll throw another.
to cook.
Fine.
Let him cook.
Anthony's coming over later. He's going to teach me how to make penne.
So that's pretty straightforward. You just boil the water and put in the pasta.
It's more about the experience of people like,
okay.
helping me through the kind of makeover experience. Have you
Understood,
watched the
understood.
show? Did you see my episode?
Nope. Okay, so for my so for my bit, for my little words of wisdom, I liked what you said about poetry. So I actually looked at my favorite poem and decided I'm just gonna read it out to you guys. It's by William Shakespeare. I don't know if you've heard of him. It's Sonnet 18. Not a very fancy name, but it goes like this: Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaf hath all too short a date. You remind me of the Barone sonnet, which you remind me of the Barone Zonus, which, with a one-time payment of anything you like, you can gain lifetime access to a bonus episode of the Barone Boys content every single month. Link is in the description.
Shakespeare wrote that, huh?
Yeah. It's really, I don't know. It was really nice. I like this one. It's a classic, but maybe it's basic, but I really like it.
There is a lot less thee and hath and stuff in the second stanza of that, I noticed.
Yeah, he was innovating.
Yeah, he really was. Like, you can see the moment where we turn from Old English to modern English there. He crested that wave.
He really did. Adam, are you crying?
It's just
Adam, are you crying?
so
Oh wait, no,
beautiful.
I don't. No, hold on.
It's just so
Hold on.
beautiful.
No, don't do this. Don't do this, because if you cry, I'm gonna think about all the times that I've seen people get stuck, and I'm gonna cry, and then this is gonna turn into a whole big thing.
I'm gonna start
I can't
dancing.
think. It can't fit. No.
Oh, that is making me feel better, Alex. I can't fit.
She's free.
I can't fit. She's free.
Wow. I think, Alex,
Yeah, no, just give it to Mike.
I think
He deserves
just
it.
this time, I think it makes the most sense to
Just
give it to Mike. Like, so Mike, I think we're gonna go with yours. And Alex,
Thank you.
I am pretty sure next time, we've been doing this segment for a while now. I'm pretty sure you're getting the hang of it.
Mhm.
I think we've used yours a couple of times. So just like go back and listen to those and then just emulate that for next time. I mean, and speak from the heart, but like keep that in mind, And
Happily.
hey, if you need like to, I know this is hard to hear. So if you need like to cry about it, like, feel free. Like we'll give you some space.
You can do it.
You can do it.
I will cry
do it.
tears of victory when I achieve my goals.
That's a normal thing to say.
Yeah,
it's a
I
normal
guess
thing
so.
for people to say when they're
I guess so.
upset. Yeah. Well, that is great, Mike. That's great that's just beautiful and so moving. And I think our listeners are really going to appreciate that little touch of verse in their week. And I think there's only one last thing left to touch upon, which is, of course, our classic sign-off. We invite you all to join us back here for Season 4, Episode 21 of Everybody Loves Raymond, whatever that's called, next time. But for now, there's only one last thing to say. As our classic sign-off, everybody
Loves
Raymond.
and we love you.
Mwah.